When you were a child, did they warn you about the Boogeyman? The Boogeyman. He hurt bad children and did terrible things to their mommies. But you can't kill the Boogeyman. Now, the most terrifying nightmare of childhood returns. The Boogeyman. The Boogeyman. He's going to get you. And you. And you.
Scare me.
Had its own power. The Boogeyman. You can't hide from him. By the time they believe in him, it'll be too late. The Boogeyman, he's going to get you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
man.
just great stuff. We just missing the disco balls and just everything. Waiting for the blood to be sprayed from those
Man,
water sprinklers on the ceiling.
I just came across that music and for some reason it spoke to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It just, for some reason it just works, and it doesn't seem like it would. But
the 2-minute countdown thing is from a video game, I believe. It sounds very familiar.
Yeah. I just kind of found it and said, "Hey, that sounds like good for a countdown."
Hell yeah. Great stuff.
But hey, what is up, everybody? Gorphobe here, along with Chris C. once again, man, and we're gonna do another forgotten slasher, man. Um, to me, this is definitely one forgotten slasher. As a matter of fact, it's so forgotten. Sometimes people that made the film don't know how to spell it. They don't know whether to spell it with one O, two O's. But one of my favorite things about this film, man, is the score. I think the score is so 1980. It is so horror. It
Yeah.
is so slasher. What's your thoughts on the Boogeyman from 1980, man? For Uwe Lehman?
I remember when this is the Vinegar Syndrome release. I recently got this on one of their sales and stuff like that. They had it available like $20. I had to pick it up. I missed out on it the first time with the slip, but what can I say? Directed by Uli Lamel. I saw it on Darren mentioned it from Subjective Perspective Collective, said check it out and stuff like that. I saw it on Shudder. It was available on there. I think it's a knockoff of Amityville. The farmhouse, the back of it is straight up Amityville. It's a paranormal slasher. It's a possession slasher. It's very good. It's definitely forgotten, like you say, or forgotten slasher wise and stuff like that. Vinegar Syndrome did great with this and stuff like that too. Uli Lamel and his wife, Susan Love, and her brother from Twin Peaks, so is in here. Then of course you have Mr. Carradine, B movie legend, in here. And like you say, the score is great, the kills are great, and it's just a fun film. And yeah, it's pretty terrifying for what it is.
Yeah, Carradine, man. This is the same year. Well, no, it was the next year or two is when he did The Howling, and I think The Howling might have been one of his last ones. But prior to this, a few years before, he had just done that Silent Night, Evil Night, or whatever, and that's a really good one too that I wouldn't mind getting into. Also, it's not a slasher, but I wouldn't mind checking it out.
It's a good film. Yeah, to your point. Yeah,
There
great
is
stuff.
no good looking. There is no good looking picture as far as that film goes. I don't think there's one that exists that has a good sound and good picture. So it'd be nice if somebody got it and restored it, man. I don't know why nobody has. Anyway, back to this one. I got
Yeah.
caught. You know me, man. I'll get caught up and talk about 100 different things. Like Bliss is in the house. Got Stacy in the house. Got Nanette. We got Russell. We got Austin. What is up, everybody? Welcome. Um, absolutely. Hey, we got Chris in the house. Oh, yeah, that's right. Chris is right
That's right. I'm everywhere and I'm nowhere. I'm Legion. We are many.
there. Right. Mini Chris's,
Like I said,
man. That'd be great. Just have like 10 pictures around of just you.
like I say too, it's
people
like
would trip, man. People would be like, "What the fuck?"
Uli Lamel did do another film called like the Planterville Monster or something like that. I have that when Vinegar Syndrome also released that, and Susan Love, my goodness, she's a hot one, that's for sure. They interview her on this. They have an interview with her on here. She's kind of a bitch a little bit, but nonetheless, it's but yeah, it's a great film nonetheless. It's like you say, it's great getting into these films and stuff like that too. So cool.
Here's a copy that I'm watching. This is a media book this is a German media book that I got a while back.
That's very nice.
This is number 202 of 444.
Jesus.
And I only paid like $35 for it. It's got Blu-ray and DVD. Speaking of that, here, anybody that didn't see it earlier, say hello to my little friend.
Look at those pearly whites he had.
Hello. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I would not have him if it weren't for my very good friend, Mr. Snow. So very thanks again to him, and hell yeah. But yeah, we talked about doing let's see, Just Before Dawn, which I think is somewhat of a forgotten one. I just like to watch it, man. You got to see it so that we can do it.
I remember it may still be on YouTube. I've seen some of it. That's one that takes place in like this church or something like that too. Like these hicks get taken out and stuff like that. And then, just kind of starts out from there. So I've seen good portions of it. Good full frontal ladies. You know how that works. So
Just Before Dawn is cool, man. It has got one of the coolest final girls of all time. I won't spoil it, but she is cool as fuck. Hey, Drake's in here.
Yeah,
My son,
see,
my
Mr.
son
Drake.
joined me. As a matter of fact, Drake is coming to spend the weekend. Coming to spend the weekend with me tomorrow. So you can definitely guarantee some kind of something that we're going to be doing on here. So
Oh hell yeah!
Drake says, "What's up, Chris? Who should be on the 1 and 5 and 2 and 20 and 50 and 10?" Um, I don't know.
Stacy has a good questions there. She did a few earlier. Yo, Sint,
Oh,
what's going on,
always,
dude?
man. Always, always, always. Hey, Since what's going on? But if from what Russell says, this is a really good copy of this is on YouTube. If you don't have it, I didn't get a chance because we kind of threw this together real quick, and I was doing 100 different things, so I didn't get a chance to look it up on Look Movie. But you can check it out on YouTube, and it's probably somewhere else too. Probably Tubi. I'd be willing to bet.
Yeah, it is on Shutter if you have that one. I know it's on there.
Okay. So
But yeah,
if you
look it
guys,
up. YouTube has a lot of these good films too. You just have to just type it in and you can find it.
so if you guys need a minute, let me know. If not, I'll get ready to start the count. All right. Movie characters should be on the various dollar bill amounts.
Oh,
Oh, no,
well,
what?
Gene Hackman, the late great Gene Hackman would be on the 50. Uh,
Oh, no. Ooh, what was that meant? Thanks. Um, um, okay.
Russell Crowe would be on the dollar bill. The 10? Yeah, that's a good question.
The 10, you either got to stick to John Wayne or Clint Eastwood, maybe.
Oh,
Because
John Wayne. Yeah.
so where'd you put Eastwood on the 100?
I love Clint Eastwood as an actor, but he's not my favorite. That's a hard question. One of these days I'll have to do that, do top favorite actors and actresses and stuff like that too. I put an actress on one of the bills. I
Yeah, I thought about that too, man. I thought about
put Sandra Bullock on the $2 bill.
Thunder Bullock. I would say, oh man, I don't know. That'd be hard. I would say, man, you got to stick Shirley MacLaine on one.
You
You
have a
got to
lot from back in the day. Steve McQueen
yeah,
flipping,
absolutely.
flipping. Yeah, there's a lot.
Hackman as Little Bill in The Unforgiven on the 50. Yeah,
Hackman in Uncommon Valor is very good. More people need to see that. That's a good action type. That was done by the director of First Blood, I think. Yeah, it's really good. It hits pretty hard though. So
Michael Vidal, Clockwork Orange. Wow, yeah, man, yeah. That character actually directly inspired Heath Ledger's Joker. The
nice.
Malcolm McDowell's Alex Delarge did. Well, we'll get ready to count this down and get this started. Then like usual, I'll do a silent 5 and an out loud 5, and we'll get it rolling. Taking me a drink here. It should take about 5 seconds. Thanks everybody for joining us once again, man. Much appreciated. Much love to you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This music and it starts right the fuck away, dude. And it's so cool. I love that shit, man.
Because it's an independent film. It is. It's probably one of the best done at this time.
Alrighty. Be back. Cool.
Starring Susan Love.
And but the only one that you really see on a regular basis in films in this is probably Carradine. This is so unique, man, because it's kind of scarier in a way because you got
Introducing Nicholas Love. So this was his first. People know him from Twin Peaks. If you're wondering about the brother, that's what I
okay.
remember him from what I've seen of Twin Peaks. I've seen some episodes, but I know he's in it.
I've never seen any of it. I've never seen any of it. I love these that start out with something, horrifying going on to begin with to set the tone.
Yeah, they don't do it like this anymore.
Um,
Well, some directors do. They go that route, and I gotta appreciate that.
for some reason, I missed this one as a kid. Man.
They kind of make it like The Exorcist a little bit with that theme, like at the start with the wind and stuff like that too outside.
Right, right. But yeah, they're setting the atmosphere, setting the tone.
Yeah.
And you always have a big ass old house. You got to show it from the outside, and it's gonna let you know that something bad's gonna happen in there.
And quick little spoilers, like a little bit, like the mother's a drunk and stuff like that, doesn't give two shits about her kids, and they really don't mention anything else about her after certain scenes of this film. Then she's just like disappears. You don't hear nothing else about it.
I think the best opening, man, has got to be in Nightmare on the Damaged Brain. I think it's got to be the best.
I love Nightmare on the Damaged Brain. So good.
Great opening, man.
That was a great release by Severin. That was my boutique label of the year for 2023. I love Severin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Synapse might be the boutique label of the year this year if they plan on making those releases. If when I see October, those of you who don't know, Slippy's been working on Fright Night 2, Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2, which has a good transfer that's on Shudder, by the way. Also Black Roses. So which is kind of like a Trick or Treat. So I mean, and then Vestron announced that they have 3 titles that they're going to release, and Vestron is owned by Lionsgate. One of those might be Near Dark. I'm just saying.
Interesting.
This is what I'd like to see. Near Dark, Return to Horror High, which would be a very good one, because that's stuck on DVD. I don't even think there's a Blu-ray that came out with that. Return to Horror High has like George Clooney in for like a second. It's really good. It predates Scream by like a country mile. You know, right. And there'd be probably one other one, but I can't think of it right now. Yeah, Fright Night 2. Yeah, Austin, definitely. And I've never seen Fright Night 2, and I love Fright Night. Chris Sarandon, that great film.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? The dude with the stocking over his head and stuff like that too? Yeah. So I'd be thinking about, because I have Trick or Treat coming from Amazon, you know, the Blu-ray of that with the slip and stuff like that, and that's coming to me the 11th.
Cool.
If they give me a date, I may just hold off on buying anything and just get those releases specifically, because that's what people have been waiting for. Specifically, like Hello Mary Lou is a very good film. That's a good horror film. Michael Ironside,
Prom Night 2, Hello Mary Lou,
yeah. It's a spiritual successor to A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's an unofficial sequel, really.
I had my mom rent it, thinking it was like a sequel to the original one, because of course I back in the day I loved Jamie Lee Curtis and I loved the slashers that she was in. So
Garrett from Born to Be Rad mentioned that. I know Christian CHH mentioned it.
I was a little disappointed back then, because of course back then I was probably 9 or 10, so I was very disappointed. But then I realized later on, you know, its value. It's basically urban legend. Bloody Mary before urban legend Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
You know? I always look at urban legend Bloody Mary as a remake of Prom Night 2, Hello Mary Lou, almost.
Now I know when Slippy was on Dead Pit, somebody mentioned Stage Fright. Stage Fright is Blue Underground. They're supposedly working on that 4K. They're also supposedly working on Dario Argento's Inferno 4K, but that's owned by Fox. So that happened a while back. They stated they're having trouble with that transfer or whatever. So we'll see about that.
Yeah. I think Grindhouse is about ready to release The Beyond, man. It's about time.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Now
also, Liquidation for Grindhouse Video. They're gone. Yeah. They're gone.
Instead of talking about their upcoming theatrical, you know, where Beyond is going to play, now they're talking about the 4K that's coming up.
Right, because they already did their world tour, basically. You know, they like doing that. That's supposed to be like 6 discs or something. That would be insane. Nice.
Got this little fucker too. Several months before Christmas, but I got it just because it flickers and everything. Like
A Grindhouse video, Austin. Because the guy who runs it is a piece of shit. I mean, to Brad's point, he's a piece of shit. I remember getting an email saying that they're liquidating everything and stuff like that too. He blamed vinegar syndrome. He blamed a lot of shit, and he just can't do it anymore because it's just him running it. Think Jesse Nielsen with Diabolic, but he can do it. He can do it. But obviously this guy can't.
What would you call your video store, man?
What would I call my video store?
Yeah.
Leviathan. Leviathan Video. Yeah.
I think I would call it nowadays. If I was to start right now, I'd call it Gora Store.
Or like Leviathan and Beyond. Or like my handle now, Film Nerd. So the Film Nerd, Film Nerd.
Goramore Video Store.
Oh, nice.
Goramore Video Store. There you
go. Oh, right in front of the mirror. So you can kind of see what's coming here.
Yeah, it's really odd. It's really unique, man. I mean, this one, like, it borrows Amityville House and shit like that. But it's the actual premise of it is so odd, man.
Well, the messed up part too is the sister doing what a sister would do, thinking that's unusual punishment. Sorry, because I hear Stacy's all my favorite characters in Leviathan. I love Leviathan, by the way. Kino Lorber released that one finally. Oh, Stern, his character. What's his first name? That dude, he's hilarious. That's an all-star cast. Richard Crenn is in there. What's his name? Mr. Robocop's in there.
Oh yeah. Peter Weller or no?
Yeah, Peter Weller. Thank you, Peter Weller.
Oh, he was born in '83, Nanette. Obviously, Sleepaway Camp, Christine, and Psycho 2. Those were all made in '83, I do believe.
Psycho 2 is an all-timer.
Well, shit. That's some heller films to be released the year you're born, man. Sleepaway Camp, Christine, Psycho. Well, 1973, man, The Exorcist was released that year.
Yeah, Austin, that 4K is okay. The transfer is kind of like average, like, what I mean? It's like, because it was made in '89, so it's already pretty crisp to begin with. So,
Ninja, what's going on, man?
Yeah, Peter Weller's a trip of an. There's another one that's out of print from Scream Factory, of unknown origin. That's out of print, so it makes me wonder who's going to pick that up. So I can see Kino picking that up.
Yeah, Peter Weller, the
Flipping Naked Lunch, dude. What a trip that film is. That's not my favorite David Cronenberg film. That film is weird.
When he's getting his limb shot off there toward the beginning
of RoboCop?
That fucking convulsion shit he's going into, man, that was effective. That made you
Oh, Susan Love is hot as hell in here. Jeez, dude. Man. In a church.
When they're doing that shit. So I thought Peter Weller did a really good job with that.
Yeah, Deep Star 6 is. Yeah. So there's that double feature. That was my first Kino pickup was Deep Star 6. I got that with the Sexy Slip. That Nightmare Beach, which has a 4K from them.
Nightmare Beach, yeah.
That's a forgotten slasher. Not a lot of people talk about that one with John Saxon.
It is, yeah.
Flipping killer on the motorcycle with the electric chair in the back.
Yeah, with the motorcycle helmet and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hell, that one never got much play, man. Even back in the day.
No, it didn't.
I hardly ever seen it around as a kid. And I was definitely old enough to have known if I would have. I remember seeing Halloween around. I remember seeing, fucking Friday 13th. I remember seeing Prom Night, Terror Train, all that shit. But things like Nightmare and Damaged Brain and this one and shit, you just didn't see very much.
Terror Train's terrific. Now,
I love Terror
That's
Train.
out of somebody's releasing Terror Train.
Scorpion
I know
did
that.
a few years back. Scorpion's version's a lot better than Scream Factory.
That's a double feature with New Year's Evil, and I really like New Year's Evil. Terror Train's a little bit better. Jamie Lee Curtis and David Copperfield.
Yeah, I seen a lot of people. That's why I did Terror Train like right on New Year's, is because everybody else was doing New Year's Evil. So I said, man, fuck, I'm gonna do Terror Train. Enjoy the Gremlins.
That's the only one where a slasher's done on a train. I don't think they've done that, like in any other slasher wise.
No, the only other horror I can think of on a train, there was
Midnight Meat Train, and that's flipping based off the novella by Clyde Barker.
Horror Express with Cushing.
Oh, Peter Cushing, and yeah, the Hammer Legends. Tony Savalas is in there too. Is in that one.
Then you got the night train. Night Train to Murder, or the no.
Oh, the Night Train Murders. Oh, yeah.
Got that. What I liked about the fucking Terror Train, man, was
that 4K. That 4K for the Night Train Murders came out of nowhere too from Severin. Like that was Blue Underground. Yeah, I had the Blue Underground one.
I seen a few people saying, "Who asked for this?" And I was like, well, "Shit, I was."
Yeah, Aldo Lado. Yeah, director nobody talks about enough. Aldo Lado is very good. Who Saw Her Die? Dude, that's a great giallo.
Yeah, I always enjoyed shit.
Yeah, like you say, the score in this one is very well. Yeah, the kid and stuff like that too.
It is, man.
There's a reason this was put on the Video Nasties. There's a reason for this.
Right.
That straight up looks like the Amityville home. I mean, it really does. It's next to like a lake, for one thing, where the back of it's next to a lake, which this place, like the extras talking to the producer, was owned by a former like diplomat or something like that, like U.S. diplomat or something like that. And I know he was in politics and stuff.
Man, Austin.
Oh no, Amityville 2 needs a 4K. It needs a 4K. I don't know why Versus doesn't have it. I really don't.
If all the sequels got 4Ks though, the people that had that Vincent Amityville set that's worth so much would be pissed.
Oh, you're talking about the Scream Factory one? Yeah.
No.
Oh no, you're talking about the other ones, the Curse set. And I have all those Blu-rays. I have all those Blu-rays. I missed out on the box set though. But I have all the Blu-rays, like Dollhouse. Was it?
That's what got up in there. I never really wanted it though. The one I wanted,
the one with Patty Duke in it. That was the one that was put in theaters.
I wanted.
And that was the last.
Between Night and Day. That's the box set that I wanted, but I missed out.
There's a few. Scream Factory's releasing 4K of Fade to Black. That was Vinegar Syndrome. They had that. They released the 4K for that. That's a very good film. Fade to Black is a very good film.
Well, hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah. I've got both slip covers from Vinegar Syndrome of it.
That's what I like about Vinegar Syndrome when they do that. People say, well, they don't like releasing a lot of stuff. A lot of people are shitting on them as of lately. Dude, The Keep?
Really?
The Keep's a great film. I missed out on that. I regret that. I really like The Keep. The Keep isn't great. That doesn't matter. It's still great. It's so bad, it's good.
Dude, they've been releasing a lot of good shit. They released, see, one of the other companies released
Devil Times 5. People were waiting on Devil Times 5 for, I understand, for a long time, and I picked that up during a sale. Have it right over there.
Yeah, that one Ed Gein film with
Deranged. Yeah, Deranged. Yeah.
They released that. I mean, what the fuck's people's problem?
I pre-ordered The Forgotten Jali, which has Rings of Fear. And that's part of the Schoolgirls in Peril trilogy by Massimo Dallamano. It wasn't directed by him, but it counts as part of that. Fabio Testi's in it. And they put that in that box set, which makes me wonder. So they got the rights to that. That's a trip with some other ones. And then there was only 4 copies or something left of Iced. I picked that up. It was during a sale. I'm like, yeah, I picked it up, and I used my points, which I forgot that I had, and it saved me $50. So I paid like 50, close to 50 for both of those releases. So
there's something besides Deranged I'm wanting. I haven't got Deranged yet, but there's something else that I was wanting too. I hope it hasn't sold out of the slipcover.
Yeah, everyone's like eating like the chicken and stuff like that, and he's all cutting it up, and she's just like tripping out there because she's starting to remember. So they have like, they blocked it out of their memory, basically. You can tell that. That's so cool with the mirror. That's a trip.
Didn't drive in. It's been a while. I think I've seen that once. I don't remember. I need to see it again. That whole name rubs me wrong these days, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never mind. Move on.
There's Skip.
Get me started.
Can't confirm or deny the statements.
Yeah, that was not said. It will be deleted from future broadcasts.
There's another one I still need to watch it too, which I think is kind of forgotten. The Boogans, which Kino released.
Yeah,
I heard that's a good one. That's a slasher.
The Boogans is different, man. You get a coal mine and everything in that motherfucker.
You have
one better name than the Boogans. I mean, that's cool. The Boog. Fucking awesome.
There's one I think and I got that from a video that's still stuck on a VHS with Adriano Barbeau in it called Open House. That's a slasher. Killer goes into these open houses and takes out the victims and stuff like that. That hasn't been heard of. Yeah.
Right. Did you ever watch The Perfect House, the horror anthology that I told you about?
No. Like, there's a lot of stuff I have to catch up on.
It's here on YouTube, man. It's here on YouTube, and it's short. It's only like 80 minutes, I think, but it's a really good horror anthology. Like I said, it stars Felissa Rose and Jonathan Tiersten from the original Sleepaway Camp. So
you're right, Nanette. Carrie is a great film. Yes, it is. See, look at that. You see the windows from the house? That's straight up Amityville. Julio Mel had to have seen Amityville. He's like, that's a great shot right there with those windows. They look like eyes from the house. They're all like blue and shit.
Yeah, because it came out like only a year before this, I think.
Yeah. It came a year after that because Amityville Horror was like 79.
Right. So the very next year they made this, so it's just perfect timing.
Like I say, Don't Go in the House, flipping, Nightmare in a Damaged Brain, all video nasties.
That's what I always call it too. It was originally called just Nightmare, but I prefer Nightmare in a Damaged Brain.
Oh, dude, yeah, definitely. Mommy issues.
It fits. That is the craziest motherfucker I think I've ever seen in a slasher, man.
It's a character piece. You could put that with Maniac.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they are kind of close, aren't they?
Yeah, very close. Same thing with Don't Go into House. It's mommy issues.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, Looking for Mr. Goodbar. That's the other one that I was hoping to get hold of.
That's the one with Richard Gere.
They got a hell of a sale here. And Diane Keaton, yeah. That's based on a true story as well.
That's from Cinematograph, I think. Well, they did that. They did Little Darlings, which was a big release from them. Little Darlings was done in the same place as Part 6, Friday the 13th Part 6. Same campsite.
That surprised me when they did Little Darlings, man. Of course, it wasn't them. It was one of the side companies, wasn't it?
Well, it's like when they got the rights to do Roadhouse. That was my release of the year. It's like that was a big release. Invasion USA, Navy SEALs, and shit like that, dude. Chuck Norris, come on now.
Who would I pick for my Boogeyman? Oh shit, man. It would either be the original Michael Myers from the original Halloween from '78, or how about the killer from Silent Raid? That dude's creepy as fuck. The way he gets down your face and looks at you and shit.
The funny scene. Whack. Oh!
Oh, man. That woman, I was so glad when he finally chopped her, man. God damn, that screaming. I was like, will you please kill this woman?
Yeah. Dude, the dude from from Death Warrant, the Sandman, like the one Van Damme had to take out, says, "You can't kill me, Burke. I'm the Sandman." Like, dude, that's a good film. The dude from Cobra and stuff like that. The the one Collier with the night slashers, they call him, or whatever.
It's Brian. Brian something or other. I don't remember his last name, but it's Brian.
He just looks the part. He looks
like a brute, man. I'm the leader of a new world. You're a disease.
Was it? You want to go to hell? You want to go to hell with me, pig?
Hey, you want to go to hell with me? You want to hell with me, pig? That's the law, isn't it? Pig.
Pig. As he all spitting.
Yeah.
They'll say I'm insane.
Won't they? Pig.
Pig.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Parasite 1982. Ooh. I've heard of that film, Russell. I haven't seen it, though. I've heard of it.
That's Demi's first role. Her first actual starring role. Demi Moore, man.
Isn't that a trip? Like something's like, just carrying her.
Yeah. It was getting shit all sharp, like cutting the turkey. They stay still. I can't cut you if you're moving around.
Yeah, this is the dream that she's having. Yeah, it's.
I love the flicker of the light off the knife, man. That's a nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good scream. What's the best scream you've ever heard in a horror film? The best scream you've ever heard.
Best scream I've ever heard in horror?
Yes.
Daria Nicolodi has a good one at the end of Tenebrae, where she's in the rain and stuff like that, and she just goes off. Really?
Mine is Faye Ray. Faye Ray from King Kong. That fucking scream is just, she just whips that shit out.
Even though you don't see it, but you hear it, Paranormal Activity. The boyfriend wakes up and she goes off, and that's terrifying because you don't see it. And he all runs. What's wrong? Boom, just throws him back. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't continue on with the Cobras, man. As a matter of fact, Austin, that is weird, isn't it? Because I mean, it was successful. It did good. I mean, it piggybacked right on the ass end of Rocky IV, and he was hot at that time, man. He said he did Stop My Mom Will Shoot or something, I think.
Yeah, Stop My Mom Will Shoot.
Bad decision. He probably should have went with the because for some reason no one ever took his comedy seriously. They always
Oscar is terribly funny.
Oh, Oscar's great. Well, so is Rhinestone. That's fucking hilarious too. But they both got him Razzies.
Yeah, both got him Razzies. Yeah, that's fine. He's really good in the remake of Get Carter. He's really good in that with Mickey Rourke. He's really good in that. Tells that one punk just kill yourself and shit like that. Yeah. He's like, I'm sorry. I
think when he really proved himself, man, was Copland, because there was a lot of
Copland is great. Copland, dude, Harvey Keitel's in that, right? Dude, like a lot of people are in that. What's his name?
Patrick.
T-1000's in there. Jason Patrick. Yeah, he's in there.
Fucking De Niro, Keitel. I mean, you got a lot of motherfuckers in there. Ray Liotta.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and he actually character acted for that too. He put on like 50 pounds of just extra weight to play that role. Dad scream in Pet Cemetery. Yeah.
Oh, and he sees the life of his child flash before his eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Alien with the one chick over the intercom. After
Oh
that
yeah.
effer is right there with the tail that goes right between her legs, goes right up there, dude, and she is terrified. And she goes, like that, dude. She's terrified.
Barbara
Oh, the
Hershey was
entity? I have the entity. I need to watch that one.
oh, yeah. Barbara Hershey was just great in the entity, man, in many ways.
That's the ghost that sexually molests the woman. It's based off a true story.
Yeah, that bitch is crazy. She's either lying or crazy. I don't give a fuck, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
It totally entertained me. I was like, damn, okay, damn.
It's that one scene too in Blue Steel where
Uh-huh.
the one dude comes up behind her, makes her kill her friend, makes her do it. Like right then, makes her shoot her and kill her and stuff like that. I was like, dude.
Ron Silver, yeah.
Yeah. May he rest in peace. He died a few years back.
Speaking of him, he plays her psychologist in the entity. He plays
Yeah.
Barbara Hershey's psychologist. He's also in I mentioned Silent Rage. He's also in Silent Rage.
This is good. She gets kind of possessed and stuff like that too with the psychiatrist. She's like, I'm gonna get you. And all this other shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
Lambert Scream's legendary. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're fans of Burnt Offerings, hell yeah.
Oh, Burnt Offering. Yeah, I love Burnt Offerings. Yeah, Oliver Reed. Oliver Reed, Karen Black, flipping Burgess Meredith. God.
People don't talk about that or
Betty Davis. Yeah. That's I put that over the what's the one with George C. Scott? The Changeling. I put that over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good haunted house film, dude. I love The Changeling. Who doesn't? But man, Burnt Offerings, there's something special about that film.
If anyone else is playing that role but George C. Scott, The Changeling, isn't the classic that it became.
Dude,
that's my
he just ad-libbed everything he did. He just worked. What do you want from me?
You know, he's George C. Scott just had that it factor, you know. That just brought him through the screen to you. You know what I mean? That it factor, it's that charisma.
Oh, dude, The Hustler. I want my money. Like that. It's like, or you owe me money. Just the way he says it, you're like, I'm not effing with that. That's like something grandpa or dad would say. You know what I mean? Like that. I like that.
Hardcore.
Yeah, hardcore. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that's my daughter.
Yeah, he said, "That's your daughter." Oh man, that bitch made my dick so fucking red. And he beats.
Oh, dude, I would kill him.
She made my dick so red. He's blah 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 blah. Yeah.
A Hospital, which you can still get. Sandpiper Pictures released that. Hospital is. I need to check out that film. I heard that's really good. Oh, the music is so good here. You see like the bridge and everything like that. It just goes, it veers off to these people like having this thing at the beach. It's really good. The sequence of events that happens here. Well, this is when the one blonde chick comes to see him or something like that, or the one chick says she likes him.
Yeah. I really thought hard about the Final Terror or Final Exam too tonight.
Final Terror is really good with Daryl Hannah has just like a little part in it. It's not about her, it's about the other women in that.
Daryl Hannah, Rachel Ward, it's got
Rachel Ward.
It's got Adrian Zmed.
It's a very good slasher. It's like Deliverance, like Southern Comfort. It's like that. It's really good.
Yeah, it's never talked about either, man. There's so many of them. I could do this Forgotten Slasher show for the next, several years and never repeat anything. I mean, you got the Majorettes, you got Unmasked number 25, just on and on, man.
Like you say, I have those. I have the DVDs of Laid to Rest. I have both of those. There's Bloody Murder. I know those are Friday the 13th knockoffs ones, but there's 2 Bloody Murders. I know that. There's a
There's like
few.
10 of them things, man. There's like 10 of those, or 8. There's either 8 or 10 of them.
Yeah.
I have the collection of
I
them.
mean, there's ones that, you know, that everyone else has seen. Like I say, I'm 45, but I'm new into this scenes of film. I've only recently got into this since 2020, basically. Like, I was into anime. I'm a nerd, so I was into anime when I was younger. I remember taking the bus to the malls, going to Suncoast and buying anime on DVDs, and you would see Anchor Bay DVD surrounded. I miss Suncoast so much. There's something about that. You have no idea. I finally bought it when it was there, and it's that Hellraiser 1 and 2 set DVD set from Anchor Bay. You know, where they put like the slip posters in there, you know?
Yeah.
And I said, I'm finally going to get it, and I bought it. Yeah, the horse gets all freaked out there. So, like, I recently just watched Phantasm for the first time a couple years ago. I've never seen Phantasm 2. I've never seen Phantasm 3 or 4. Like, there's a lot.
I'm glad you've seen the first one first.
Oh, yeah, I love Phantasm.
Oh, man. To me, the first one is... It's the only one that I rewatch. A lot of people love the second one. I prefer.
That's when he chokes her. Yeah, and he's a big dude. He like lifts her up there. Holy shit! You think he's gonna kill her here, and he doesn't.
Just picks her straight up off the fucking ground,
like Jason Voorhees. Yeah, then he sees himself in the mirror. He's like, holy shit! He probably prepped her like on boards or something like that.
Because that kind of shit's hard. Picking up that kind of weight like that. I mean, she's not real big, but still, it is from a standing position like that. Is a little harder than it looks.
Don't you touch me.
Not that I picked up anybody by the neck or anything like that, but as far as everybody knows.
I hope it does, Austin. I remember that I mentioned that earlier in Garrett's stream because somebody in the chat mentioned Return to Horror High because Vestron has they did an announcement that they're releasing 3 through their Vestron line. If one of those is Return to Horror High, yes, I would get that because they released Slaughter High. Return to Horror High is so good.
That's what I thought of too was Slaughter High. I thought about throwing Slaughter High out there to you. See if you
I had the DVD of that, but I don't feel like paying $30-something for the Vestron one. I thought Severin was going to be releasing Slaughter High on 4K. That was the rumor last year. So obviously that got put to bed. So
you might be able to get it off of I don't know if it's on the 88 slasher collection or not.
Oh, from the slasher collection from 88 films, a lot of those are out of print, Keith. You need to keep those.
Oh yeah, I definitely will. But you can still get a lot of them. I mean, you don't get the slip covers, but you can get a lot of them cheap, man. $15.
Yeah, Austin. Yeah, like I said, I missed out on Slaughter High. I remember watching it for the first time. I just got the DVD for cheap off of Amazon and stuff like that, and it's an okay transfer. It's a great film. It's also a cursed film. That's why it got bought out so quickly because people were waiting for that one for a while. It is a cursed film. It is, considering the actor and what happened with him. That's very sad. He could have done a lot of great things, and considering who else is in there, what's her name? As an older actress, and Dick Randall makes a quick appearance in that film as well during a phone call, which I think is quite hilarious. But
if you want to pick up some of those 88 slasher collection, look on Orbit and Diabolic DVD and look under the 88 films selections, and they got a lot of them that you can get real cheap, man.
A good deal. I know they had Mausoleum on there, I think it's called, which Scream Factory released. I may be wrong. Like I say, because there's a lot that I haven't seen, and I got to hand it to Vinegar Syndrome, like trauma films like Graduation Day with Christopher George. No one talks about. I really like that film.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of people is down on Graduation Day, but I like it. Just like this one. I like this one too.
Splatter University. Yeah, people have been talking about that one. Code Red released that over here.
Yeah, Yeah, this is number 4 of the slasher collection.
The Redeemer that I have. I still need to watch that one, but
there's yeah, I would say the first 20 or 25 of them are out of print at least. Beyond the movie. Ooh, Slaughterhouse Rock. Slaughterhouse Rock's cool too. Yeah, hell yeah.
and there's the neighbor kid.
Yeah, probably Chucky is who I'd pick. Stacy.
Oh, Chucky?
Over
As a main greeter? Oh yeah, it has to be Chucky, that cussing piece of shit. He'd be like,
Yeah.
"What the bleep you doing here?"
Yeah. What an ugly doll. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
They're getting on the elevator. Yeah.
What an ugly doll.
He had to.
Because you see that when she picks him up and says, "Talk, damn it. Talk, I'm going to put you in the fire." Then you see the automatic change in the face. You bitch.
you bitch, you filthy cunt. Yeah, he's just going off. Yeah.
Yeah. Brad Dourif is so good in that. Dude.
Talking about a lot of movies I've never heard of, much less seen. sorry, Nanette.
Yeah, sorry, Nanette. Hey, there's a few that I haven't seen either. Like there's Sorority House Massacre that Scream Factory is re-releasing on 4K.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she sees him in the mirror. This is a good scene right here. And he just gets up there.
Both of the Sorority House Massacres are good, 1 and 2.
That's a trip. Yeah, just from the mirror.
It's like, damn, we let this bitch in our house and she starts fucking tearing shit up. Look at this girl going, what the hell is wrong with you?
I have the trilogy of Child's Play on 4K and stuff like that. Some people don't seem to like that film. So, I mean, okay.
Yeah, I've got the first 3 of them on 4K with the slipcover.
Nice. That's very nice.
I wanted to get the deluxes for 2 and 3 because those were really cool, but I never did.
Who Done It is a good forgotten slasher that Vinegar Syndrome released. The killer has like a tape player that plays a song, like "You're Gonna Die" or whatever like that, and goes in the order of the song lyrics and shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna die by this. You're gonna die by that. I was like, "What the hell, dude?" Yeah.
Did you ever see Edge of the Axe or Shredder?
No, I've heard of Edge of the Axe. That's Arrow, isn't it?
Yes.
No, Edge of the Axe I do have. Never mind, I've seen that one. Yeah, I've seen that one. That has giallo elements to it.
Yes. That's the Sunbury Massacre, Scream Factory double feature 4K.
That's a good kill in that film at the start. It's like in a car wash and shit like that, and the chick gets killed in there.
Nope, I didn't see Boogeyman in the cinemas. I seen tons of them back in the day. It's something you don't know, Stacy, because you just started coming around. But yeah, I talked about it before. I seen the first 8 Friday 13th. I seen Jesus Christ. I can go down through here and I could write down all these films that I seen in the theater when I was a kid because my mom was a big horror movie fan and she took me to see this shit. I seen fucking Amityville 2, and Amityville 3, unfortunately. Didn't see the first Nightmare on Elm Street. I have now, but I didn't then. I seen 2 and 3 in the theater.
That's great. That's great.
2, 3, and 4. I seen The Thing. I seen.
I'd be too young to see those in the theaters. The first Nightmare on Elm Street I ever saw was Part 5. Unfortunately, I really like Part 5. Part 5 is just a fun one, dude. The whole Super Freddy thing with the whole comic book thing that freaked me out. I was like, holy shit.
Nope, didn't see Predator. Just see The Fly in theaters. Yes, because as soon as I seen Scanners, I was a huge Cronenberg.
Predator is great. Expect a future watch along for Predator. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh,
yeah, I did a poll on my YouTube channel. Did a poll on my feed and stuff like that. What you'd like to see on the channel done, and I think it was Synthside or somebody mentioned like do like action films. Oh, this is Eric. Mentioned that doing like action films and stuff like that, you know, like Predator or whatever, like whether it be watch along or like top 10 like action films and stuff like that. Like that would be great. I have the 4K of Predator. I love that film a lot. I love Predator 2 a lot too. I need to get that set.
Yeah, fucking tons of them, man. Tons of them.
Yeah, that's when it's funny because the mirror breaks, the old school mirror breaks, and they put it together for some damn reason because it's like it's a curse or something when that happens because the soul is trapped in the mirror. So you see that one piece there that's glowing red and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So it's an evil piece of mirror glass, basically. See, it's a ghost. So this is a basically paranormal slasher. It's a haunted house, but it's not. This is a trip.
It requires that mirror, yeah.
Yeah, it requires the mirror.
Yeah, that counts in that, sure. You talk about the one with the old dude from Seventh Heaven in it? Man, what fucked me up about Seventh Heaven was hearing about the dad. I didn't know the dad got in trouble for messing around with a really young chick. I didn't know that.
Can't keep nothing sacred anymore. I try to stay away from that mess. Personally, I don't, you know.
I was like, damn. Because he was like, you know, I was like,
Chris Noth of Law and Order fame got accused of doing stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
It's just like shit, dude. You can't win.
They pretty much cleared Marilyn Manson of the shit with
yeah.
I didn't believe that shit to begin with, man.
Yeah. The whole thing with the co-creator of Rick and Morty, who did the voice of Rick, he got accused of some stuff too, but they couldn't prove that shit. He ain't going back to that. He says, y'all can kiss my ass.
That's what's fucked up is all it takes is an accusation, and they'll arrest your ass.
No, and it ruins a career. Majors? Yeah, what's his name? Majors is his last name. The guy that played Kang and stuff like that too. That was in a Creed 2 and shit like that, or Creed 3.
Creed 3, yeah.
Yeah, that destroyed Jonathan Majors. Yeah, destroyed his career.
Yeah, sure. Ask who something, me or Chris or just in general, or sure. Go ahead and ask.
They tried to Me Too Manson. Yeah, they did. I do have that. Austin did mention. I do have that 4K double set of Slumber Party Massacre. I do have that. I know 3's in limbo. I know Jason Ginger Ninja did a review of Slumber Party Massacre 3. The first Slumber Party Massacre is great. The second one I really like. Second one's a trip. It's just funny, but it's a trip of a film.
They let Cosby out of jail. There was no evidence.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hated hearing that about Cosby. But
me too. It's America's Dad. That really, it broke my heart a little bit. Yeah, it did. It's like, really? Fat Albert?
I would hope it didn't, but something tells me it probably did.
Oh, with all those allegations, dude? Yeah, you can't hide it. The whole thing with Kevin Spacey, a great actor, dude, and all this stuff comes out, and that ruined him.
Yeah. He's still fighting for his reputation, man.
He is. He's been at a couple of cons already. But I understand that if there's a stink around you, you can't get rid of it.
Right. Exactly. Once your reputation gets damaged, man, it's hard to repair.
7 American Beauty, which got the Academy Award. I think he got the Best Actor award for that.
That's why it's fucked up for somebody to falsely accuse you of different shit, no matter what it may be, and harm your reputation because it's hard to come back from that. You know, I'm a victim of false accusations of a lot of kinds. You know, nothing like that, of course, nothing that big, but even on here, and it almost destroyed me. It almost destroyed my channel. I had to fight my way back.
Wow.
That's why you should never falsely accuse anybody of anything. If you accuse somebody of something, make sure they're guilty.
What you know, this is a trip. So the kid's going up to the bathroom to see if she's naked or not. She's about ready to die by these scissors, like badly. I got her.
That's a good chance, Austin.
This kid gets taken out.
Yeah. People always come out of the woodwork. Anybody that was around him was coming out of the woodwork to get money. Now, I never believed Michael Jackson was guilty. I'll just say
I
it straight
don't
up.
either. I don't
I mean,
either. I think he was just. just think he was just weird to begin with. You know what I mean? But
well, yeah, he didn't even care about having sex, let alone having sex. You know what I mean?
yeah,
His
he just
his
wanted to
mind
stay a child. That's pretty much it. I
his,
mean,
his his mind didn't even want to go to that area. He just wanted to play, hang out, and have fucking slumber parties and shit. That's all he was thinking of. You
yeah,
know?
fucking Corey Feldman, dude. He needs to keep his fucking mouth shut. Like, I swear. Excuse me for my French. He needs to keep his fucking mouth shut. But it's like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How can you make
Feldman,
yourself so
Feldman's an
hated now?
idiot.
Like
Feldman's an idiot,
seriously.
man.
Yeah.
I always preferred Haim anyway. Easily.
Ted White didn't like him.
You know, once Feldman reached a certain age, he lost all ability to act, and he was never as good as Haim.
This is great. There's something up with this house. It's really something out. Yeah, there's the dead kid in there. There's where the video nasty comes in because it's a dead child. You know what I mean? In the window.
Yeah, that was nice of them to admit that they lied once he had already been damaged and once he died and all that, motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh yeah, well that wasn't true. Well, it's kind of late now, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
it crushed him. He was never the same after that.
The same thing too. I mean, people, whatever like that, but I'll come back to it. Roman Polanski. There's something shady about the mom and that daughter and her daughter. There's something shady about the fucking mom. I know. I mean, that release of the Tenant Vinegar Syndrome they did a nice little booklet on Roman Polanski. His parents were victims of the Holocaust, like the death camps. You know what I mean? You know, like, dude, come on. You know, the death of his wife who was pregnant with his child. Come on now.
Yeah. Cold medicine. Took cold medicine at 10, and it's not helping. Is it a bad idea for me to take it again? It is 2:21 now. Cold medicine.
Cold
Medicine.
medicine. Cold medicine.
It,
Unless
it, it depends.
whatever it
It depends
says,
on the
Nanette,
cold
on the
medicine.
bottle. Yeah.
It depends on the cold medicine, but usually it's like every 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
So you'd be all right by now, I think, Nanette, as long as it's not a huge dose.
Romeo's Bleeding, I haven't seen in a long time. Romeo's Bleeding is a good one. That's a good thriller type of a film. Walk Among the Tombstones is a good one. That's based off the book, just based off an earlier film called 8 Million Ways to Die with Jeff Bridges.
That would be a long ass list, Stacy, of pre-1986 movies I would take to be to Russia to show to them. That would be a long list because, like I can't even do a top 10 without sticking 15 or 20 in it.
Oh, from that year?
Pre-1986. So
The New
Beginning. That's a
A
big
New
wide
Beginning. Yeah, there's a lot.
I mean, you're talking about all the way up to 86. So that covers a huge
85. Yeah, I'd have to go like on Letterboxd or IMDb. You have to go like films released in 1985. You know, go through all those and be like, oh yeah, that.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Austin, I have. Let me see. I've still got the. I haven't upgraded to 4K, but I've still got the original collector's edition release of Darkman.
Oh, nice. Yeah, when they had the Blu-ray thing strip at the top.
That was the early ones. Yep. Yeah, I'm glad they took that off. Yeah, that was what Sam Raimi did, because Sam Raimi was supposed to do the first Batman movie, but he lost out on it, so he just decided to make his own Batman and did Darkman.
Well, that's cool, Austin. I have
Shocker.
Oh, what is it? Deadly Friend. I like a little better. I really like Deadly Friend. Like I
That's
used to
a
watch that all the time
great
as a
head
kid. I
explosion.
really like Deadly Friend. Yeah,
That's got a ton of head explosion, man. That head explosion is right up there with any of them.
yeah. Flipping kills the chick with that basketball, whatever it is. And she starts going around with that weird voice.
Yeah. That's the woman.
Yeah,
from
I
the,
have that same Blu-ray, Austin. Yeah, with the slip and everything like that. I pre-ordered that when they announced that. I'm like, thank you. I've been waiting for that for a while.
That was a Goonies woman, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Woman,
The annoying old bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Takes out the one bully dude too. She does. She like picks him up and throws him like on a car. Like automatically takes him out.
Deadly Friend.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's a good cover too. Now we can be together forever. No.
Beep 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 beep. Yes.
Beep 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 beep.
she did a pretty good job considering.
Yeah.
The only one thing that
Wes Craven was at his peak in the 80s. I'm just going to state that. He was at his peak there. I don't like Red Eye. I tried liking that. I just don't. Cillian Murphy and all that stuff. I just don't like Red Eye.
I want to get the Night of the Creeps 4K with the slip that comes with the
doll?
Tom Atkins in the white outfit. They still have that.
They do. They still have that. Isn't it like the same figure they used for like one of the Halloween 3 one? I think they just changed it up.
maybe, yeah. The first deal they had that I wanted to get, but it went quick, man, was a package where you got a whole bunch of shit and the original Night of the Creeps figure and the new Night of the Creeps figure. That would have been a hell of a deal to get, but I didn't see it quick enough. Because
I recently got the blue of Night of the Creeps during the Scream Factory sale. They do a lot of sales. You just have to wait for them, and if you have the funds and you just want to pay cheap for the Blu-ray, it's still worth it. That's why I went for the Nightbreed Blu-ray instead of the 4K. No, Stacy, I don't. I'm afraid of heights. Like, I really don't like to fly, you know?
It's not natural for humans to fly. If we were supposed to fly, we'd have wings. But
like I say, you can all go into space. You can all do your rockets. No, I'm from right here on Earth, dude. I'm not going to Mars. I'm not going to go no damn space colony. Kiss my ass.
I have a fascination with heights, like off of really tall fucking buildings. I like to watch the videos that show from the top of the tallest buildings in the world.
Oh, I can't do that.
I am fascinated with that. I'm terrified of it. For some reason, I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah, Austin, the Cabal Cut's supposed to be the best one. I know the 4K has just the Blu-ray of the Cabal Cut and stuff like that. And I heard the transfer isn't that great either. It's like a dark fantasy, for I understand. I've never seen it, but it's based off the book, the Cabal, because he did do, and he's retired, by the way, too. He just did his last public kind of appearance, I guess, during a con or something like that, Clive Barker. So he's kind of officially retired. But he did dark fantasy. He did a book called Magica, which is based off the 3 mothers, or you can call them like the 3 sisters or 3 goddesses and shit.
Right.
Hot take, I have the Hellbound Heart and I have the Books of Blood too, all 3 volumes of that. I haven't read those yet. So here you go. So the kid got one of the shards of the mirror on his shoe. So here's all these dudes, just all dudes and chicks all hanging out on the beach. So here's cannon fodder. And the kid happens to have that, and it's the reflection that comes from the bridge or from across from where they're at. It's a trip. Great kills in this scene.
All you have to have is just a little piece of that mirror, man, and you can travel in it.
Oh, Kirsten Annette? I haven't seen Kirsten in a long time. I didn't like it when I first saw it. It's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Kirsten's all right. No,
yeah, it's a werewolf film. It has the one dude from Dawson's Creek in it. Like, yeah, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, it's got Christina Ricci, I think, and
yeah,
The
I'll
one
have to
that
revisit films like that, maybe to get an appreciation, but I just didn't, at the time, I just didn't, it was too modern for me. You know what I mean? There's something about that 80s that's aesthetic. I like the first Scream, and I've seen the second one. I haven't seen the third Scream film.
Hey Russell, man, thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good sleep and take it easy, and I'll catch you next time, brother.
Yeah, always cool to see you in here, Russ. Great dude. He's seen it. He's seen it all. So.
Oh yeah. He's been with me for a long time now. It's very, very cool, man.
Oh, maybe it is another film. Maybe it's not her that's in it. But yeah, it's cursed. But yeah, I remember not seeing it because I know Scream Factory released a 4K of that. I still need to pick up The Faculty and see that one. I've never seen that film. I remember trying to watch that one too. I heard that's like a body snatcher type of a thing.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. The Faculty is. Michelle Pfeiffer was in Wolf with Jack Nicholson and James Spader.
Yeah, James Spader.
Um,
Oh, yeah, she's going down on him like real quick, and she's like, "Okay, just pan out of here, please, because I'm not doing this in front of the camera."
yeah.
This is a good transfer for Blu-ray.
Right. Yeah. This German release is pretty good too. I never checked even who made this motherfucker. Right?
Versus probably did the same scan from that one.
This is Digidream Studios. I'm not sure if they come from a bigger company or what.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's what the Scream stuff is. It's Scooby-Doo type stuff. I understand.
That's what I've been calling it for years now. Scooby-Doo.
Oh really? I kind of like Scream 2. I think Scream 2 is kind of one of the better sequels, to tell you the truth. I don't know. Maybe it's the whole scene in the movie theater that I like with another bitch, Jada Pinkett Smith. That's another bitch. Actually, not Smith anymore.
She gets killed right at the very beginning. That's like,
yeah, she does.
It was so great because her fucking mouth was so big and she's fucking running it, and I was like, "Will you please kill this woman?" Thank you. God damn, man. But what the coolest things about Scream 2 is who plays one of the crazy nuts, man. Fucking Jackie from Roseanne, Laurie Metcalf. She plays.
Oh yeah, Jackie. Yeah. Rose McGowan. Is Rose McGowan in that one? Yeah, that's the one garage door kill where you technically can't do that. Lift the garage door and do that.
That's the first one. Yeah. She was old. She was Stu's girlfriend.
She's the one that ousted Weinstein. She was the one that did it. You want to talk about the one to start the one? It's her. She changed things in Hollywood too. That's why a lot of people don't like her. I mean, just saying.
Yeah, that shit just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks, man. I didn't know that shit was going on. Next thing you know, fucking Uma Thurman and everybody was coming forward. I was like, damn, what the hell?
That's Me Too. Yeah, it's Me Too.
And what's weird is he.
And Me Too isn't terrible. It's not terrible. It's the meaning that means something, except people miscue that shit.
They have taken it and abused, just like anything else that's good. People take it and abuse it and ruin it. But you know that Weinstein, that same dude, wrote the majority of The Burning?
Yeah, he did. It's his film. It's the brother's film, right? It was him and his brother. Yeah, it's production company.
Which makes a lot of sense when you watch The Burning. A lot of the pushy, really, really pushy dudes.
A lot of directors are that way. A lot of old school directors are that way. Dario Gento's a womanizer. So is Fulci.
Oh, hell yeah.
A lot of people didn't like Fulci.
And most of them was women. But you know what's funny is Catriona McCall said she never had any trouble with Fulci at all.
Yeah, McCall. Yeah, she's the final girl in this trilogy.
Yeah, she.
Oh, that's terrible. Right through the mouth. And that was from the other side, but that was pretty good. And nice Mustang, too.
She said he always treated her with the utmost respect. Isn't that weird? He just didn't try to fuck with her. She must have come off right away like she wouldn't play that.
I understand, too. You can only stay silent for so long when you see stuff start to change. So I get that. So I understand that. You know what I mean? I understand that.
Right.
Like you
Right,
say, if
yeah.
there was abuse, yeah. I mean, he's gonna die soon. He's gonna die soon.
Fucker thought he was getting away with something until all of a sudden he was sitting past middle age, sitting in prison, gonna stay there until the day he dies.
Oh,
It's like,
that's so good. First kill I've ever seen where the door closes and she kisses him. Looks like it is, but nope, they're both dead.
yeah, I never seen him kiss this long.
I know they like let them do their thing in the car. It's fine. We'll just go do something else.
And there's a reflection,
Look at those two. Yeah, you see the reflection.
just a little reflection. Yeah, just a nice little.
Oh, what's her face? Yeah, you're talking about Amber Heard. You're talking about Amber Heard. That came back to bite her in the ass. That's too bad. Everyone
yeah.
Loves Mandy Lane, I think it's called. I know she's
That-
in that one. That's a good one.
She tried to pull shit and she got runt over it. People don't like it when you abuse Johnny Depp, man.
That trial is fascinating. The trial is fascinating.
I never seen any of it.
Oh, you can see it on YouTube. It's quite funny, but it's disturbing. Like, you see her sitting there, you know they're crocodile tears. Dude, she's looking like a victim. She's trying to play the victim so bad.
She thought because she thought this since she was crying and she was a woman, she could get away with it. The thing of it is he had all the fucking witnesses on his side.
Yeah, the kissing kill in the film is hilarious there, Russell. Yeah, it is really funny. It's one of the better kills, like just like say cannon fodder out of nowhere. You know, the people in that house that all get taken out and stuff like that too. It's a murder house.
But shit, I thought Kubrick always had his wife with him.
Yeah, flipping in a Clockwork Orange, asked him Malcolm McDowell, can you sing and stuff like that? Make up like a song or something like that with this rape scene, and play Singing in the Rain, Singing in the Rain, or whatever it is, you know.
Gene Kelly was pissed too.
Yeah, he was hella pissed. Said he saw him at an event earlier, just walked away from him. Didn't want nothing to do with him.
Well, yeah, he called it repulsive.
That scene where that's literally him dunking his head in the water, even though that's done in slow motion, and they do the sound of them hitting him. They're like the doom, doom.
Yeah, Wes Craven always was known as a good guy. Yes, so was George Romero. Anybody that ever worked for George Romero just loved the fuck out of him. Man. They said he's like a big bear because George Romero was a big motherfucker, especially when he was younger.
I heard Ridley Scott wasn't that terrible either. I heard Russell Crowe was a dick on set with a few films.
They say he's just a dick in general.
Yeah,
He's got attitude.
Christian Bale is a trip. I'd like to talk to him. That dude's a trip, dude. He'll call you out on bullshit all the time.
Yeah. That is true, Nanette. He did emotionally abuse the fuck out of Shelley Duvall. I will give you that. But he was trying. I think he was just trying to pull that performance out of her, and he got carried away. And he fucked her up for the rest of her life. She was never the same again.
She was quite pretty. She was very pretty. She's in a film from the 70s that's like a trip. Like involves herself with this other woman or something like that. I forget the name of it. That's like a trippy film.
She did some Woody Allen too, did she?
Yeah.
It seems like it.
Popeye, you know, with Robin Williams, but you know, people remember her from The Shining. Yeah.
He's large. She did a great olive oil, man.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't have picked a better one.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll get spinach.
Yeah, the dude that played Brutus was in Pieces. He was in Pieces. Yeah.
He beat the fuck out of all those cops, and that cop goes, "Put your hands up, or I'll blow your fucking
brains out." Flipping Christopher George. Flipping A.
With that square eye, he's like, whatever, all right, I guess I'll go.
And his wife. And his wife, Susan George. Yeah, you bastards.
Oh man, that is so fucking classic.
That's definitely a grindhouse film. That's definitely a grindhouse film.
She is she's legendary. If she only did just that, she'd be legendary for it.
Well, she was in
That's
Straw Dogs too, right?
Well, Susan George was, but that was hold on, that
Melissa?
was no, that was his wife was Susan. Hold on, no, hold on a second. Um, George. It's something something George. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Oh, shit, man. So I'll just type it up right here, dude. Right here, man. And what I got to do is type Straw Dogs, and yeah, let me see. Straw Dogs. That was one of those early like rape revenge type shows.
Yeah. Well, the wife kind of liked it. That's all,
Yeah.
a little bit for what I hear.
Well, the dude that led it was it like an ex boyfriend of hers because they're up around where she used to live, and they used to see each other, and you know,
This is where the priest is going to go see her and stuff like that too. And this is where shit really hits the fan.
yeah. Susan George is the one in like Straw Dogs and Fright and all those movies. Now,
I have Fright. Yeah, I have Fright. Yeah, Kino
now,
released that. That's like a babysitter, right? Their killer in the house.
yeah, yeah.
People give
Now,
that movie shit. People give that film a lot of shit. Like
Christopher George's wife was Linda Day George.
Linda J. George. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I got confused for a minute there too. I usually know that, but by the time we got done talking about it, I was like, "Fuck, I'm not sure. Let me check it out."
There's another George in with a film with Fonda called like Chasing the Devil or something like that.
Yeah. Now, Melissa George was in the remake of Straw Dogs.
Okay.
She played the Susan George part for real. She's also in the Amityville Horror remake as Kathy Lutz.
Oh, that film's all right. Ryan Reynolds, I don't picture being serious, but he's a big dude, so he could play the part.
He did really well. Better than I expected.
Some remakes are better than others. Like the Last House on the Left remake, I actually like a lot.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Oh, sorry, Keith. I get it. I get
I
it. Nothing can
I
be David Hess. I get that. That's the only issue I think a lot of people have is the Hess character doesn't
it,
kind of scream that part well
it
enough.
loses the whole soul. It loses the whole point.
Oh,
If you ever see me do a commentary of Last House on the Left, especially if I did it solo, you'd be able to hear all my points about Last House, man. Last House, I would just go stupid talking on that.
nice. Well, that may be a future slash along. I like the original house.
Man, because I know I know tons about it, and you know what I mean. Character wise, those three main killers. That's what was lacking in the remake. Those three killers absolutely sucked compared to the original. The original killers were so fucking evil, and they felt dirty, and they felt, you know, like you believed every minute that these fuckers were doing this to these girls in the original one. And then there's that one moment
There goes right on her.
when they're standing after he assaults Mary, after Hess assaults Mary, and they're all looking at each other like they're just garbage. That one moment when they realize how dirty and disgusting they really are, when they're looking at each other and she starts wiping her blood off her hands. You know, it's for one moment they were regular people. For one moment they were decent, normal people. They weren't monsters. And
Oh,
then they switch back
when
to
they're raping the daughter, dude, and you see the spit kind of out of his mouth or the slobber and shit like that. Yeah.
sticks to her cheek. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm I'm sure she liked that. I'm sure she was grateful for that because
Oh,
she
when they
she
set the one dude up, handcuff him, when the mom handcuffs him and flipping
yeah.
bites his dick off, dude, and you hear that crunch and shit like that, I'm like, oh, you're done. That is pretty bad.
Yep. Well, because the girl that plays Mary, the girl, he spit on her cheek, she was terrified of David Hess and them anyway, especially Hess.
Hess is a big dude. Hess was a big dude. Yeah.
He just looked like a brute. He looked like somebody that would do that shit.
I
You know,
like him more in The House at the Edge of the Park. I like him more in that. I think that's his best role. That's just me. Like, he is really good in that. Like, he is sadistic in that. Like with the girl and all that stuff, when she all comes over, he starts dancing with her and singing with her. I'm like, uh-oh. You know what's coming.
Well, that's weird. It's like for the moment they brought them in the house, they knew what they wanted to do with these two because they knew who was responsible for killing. Because the chick he kills at the very beginning is like their friend or sister or whatever, right?
Who was
So
his
it's like,
wife at the time? Who was David Hess's wife at the time?
oh yeah,
Which makes that even more interesting. Yeah.
but she was one of their crowd, so they
She's
decided
really
they were going to
pretty.
get these two. They were going to get these two and fucking kill them all.
That's a great release by Severin, too. That's a badass film. I really like it. It's brutal.
Yeah, it is. Let's see.
They all blow his nuts off and stuff like that. You see that look on his face. He's like, ah.
With this awful, yep, yeah, Nanette, it was supposed to leave you with that awful feeling. The original Last House was. That's why it's the best. You definitely don't watch those films for entertainment.
Take the gun, put it in your mouth, and blow your freaking brains out.
Yeah.
And he repeats it.
Stick it in your mouth and blow your brains out.
Then you hear it and you see him close his eyes and he's like,
yeah.
Finally. I was like, dude.
Oh, Junior. You always were a loser. He's such a dick, man. He's just fucked up, man. Made him do all that shit to get his hit of heroin so he can get rid of all his drug withdrawals.
Get away from me. Oh, yeah, just destroys his eyes and shit like that. That's messed up. Get away from me.
And then makes him suffer anyway without the heroin because he got Junior hooked on heroin on purpose so that he could control it.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a dad, isn't it?
Well, 3 cuts of the film? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Keith, I think you have that same release. I have the basic Arrow release, but it's still a great film in general.
There's a 4th, but it's not much different than it's a Krugen Company, which is basically the one in between. It's not the one fully censored, but yet it's got some of the scenes in it. So
you have I call them Keystone Cops. I never like that. I don't like it when Craven does that. I really don't. I understand he's trying to add some liveliness to it, because it's a bad film.
Sometimes I just wish I was something else. What do you mean, like a duck or something? No, not like a duck, you dumbass. I mean, like something different than a cop. Oh, like a duck or something?
Yeah, this is when the priest tries to take the mirror part like from her eye. She's like, hell nah, you ain't taking that off. And he's done, dude. He's done. The priest is done. Stacy.
Yeah. That's a good point, also. Yeah, Krugen Company has some a little bit extra dialogue scene. Not so much that you would really notice all that much, but it basically just makes it drag a little more with that extra dialogue, because that's definitely not what it, you know what I mean? The film's not very long anyway.
Yeah.
And for something that is kind of a slow burn, it flies by pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, the priest died because he got a bunch of shards in his back and stuff like that. And he just put it in the sink, which I think had holy water in it or something. You just see it like burn up and shit.
This is like one of the last slashers you want to fuck with.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, if you got a mirror around, he's gonna, yeah, you're gonna get fucked up.
It's before Candyman too. When you think about the whole thing in the mirror, right? It's before that.
Right. As you notice, these early 80s, especially around 1980, 81, 82, maybe even 79, they used a lot of little kids.
Look at that. That's such a great scene from the house, dude, from the back of it. It's all red. This is straight up Amityville, dude. They're like, let's get out of the house.
They loved using kids that were 6, 7 years old, 5, 6, 7 years old back.
That's where the terror comes in.
For these movies, they love to use them. Yep, they sure do.
Ah! Yeah, you see the big explosion from the well and shit? That's where they take the mirror, I think. Yeah. Very good film. Like I say, this is a very good slasher, man. I mean, what can you say about it? Definitely paranormal. I don't know what you could put this in. You could probably put this with Amityville or something like that, but I don't know what would be double feature with this one.
What day was you going to do it, Nanette? Definitely do it when you feel like doing it. I mean, don't ever force it. I made that mistake a couple times.
I love the remake too. I Spit on Your Grave. The remake is terrific.
Yes.
The remake is terrific. Holy shit, that's so good.
That's one where I think that remake's better than the original, by far.
They run roughshod on her, dude. The one dude with the where she ties him up to the tree and stuff like that, and puts all that shit on him, so the birds start pecking at him and stuff. The crows and shit, like that's messed up.
Way more disturbing, yeah. Nothing compares to absolutely. And it's all about the performance of the villains, man. Fred Lincoln, David Hess, Jeremy Rain. It's because they felt like they were really fucking criminals.
The scene in the Night Train murders with the two girls, that's more disturbing to me. That's terrifying, dude. That ending scene like that, dude. That nothing like it's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, when they had the old guy assault the girl and shit, yeah.
Or in the morning, she just turns over and she's dead. Like her eyes are wide open. She's like, I was like,
yeah.
I was deflowered by the knife. I mean, what can you say?
Right. I'm an ass man myself. Yeah, that fucking guy. Yeah, I knew they didn't have me fooled for a minute on that I Spit on Your Grave.
Ass man myself.
I knew that sheriff was involved, man. Right away, I was like, oh hell.
Yay! Yeah, you don't see the thing underneath the foot. Yeah.
Fucking do
there it is. Time to go.
They just all walk away so somber, man. Look at them, all three of them just walking like they're going to a fucking execution.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my god.
Well, everybody's dead. This has a high good body count here. This is a pretty vicious slasher, to tell you the truth. The elderly couple that own the farm, they're both dead. Boy, that one dude got impaled by the flipping pitchfork.
Yeah. Pitchfork.
Now you see one, but there's two of them. So you see the two of them, or yeah, there's two of them there. You think that's maybe a reflection? But I don't think so.
I mean, this is music, man. It's so fucking weird.
Meow.
You got 4 or 5 different things going on.
Wow. Yeah, it's a good soundtrack, I have to admit.
See, I'm kind of fascinated with shit like that, man. I like to do that shit with my music too.
That's right.
To where people are going, what the hell is all going on in there? Yeah.
Oh, the Leprechaun movies? Oh, you know what? Hot take, I've never seen any of the Leprechaun films. That one with Jennifer Aniston, which she doesn't like talking about.
Yeah. Now the first Leprechaun, that's the one with what's her name in it.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston, and he kills the dude with the pogo stick. Boing, boing, boing.
I haven't seen that. I seen that when it first came out. I haven't seen it since, really.
It's one of those things where it's almost like it's from Full Moon Pictures, because they do so many sequels, like Leprechaun in the Hood and all this shit, and it kind of loses its luster.
You stole me pot of gold.
Yeah, stole me pot of gold.
Stole me pot of gold, you did. Motherfucker. Give me back the big gold. Yeah, but he didn't appreciate it at all.
Yeah.
We got serious over his gold. Now the Irish people will get serious with you over shit. But I think he might. I don't know.
Yeah, that's when Austin. That's when the one the youngest of the bunch, the one special needs dude, is still alive, sitting in the chair. Yeah, and that's on a timer and just pulls the trigger on that. Yeah, goes through him and kills him. I was like, because he wasn't dead. Spoiler.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. What all you got happening, man? What all's happening in the next week or so?
I might do a video tomorrow morning before work. Just the geeky report, weekly geeky report. Tell you what I'm reading, trying to read. That'll be just for shits and giggles and stuff like that. Expect that. Slasher Saturday is going to be Fatal Games. Finally going to watch that bad boy. And then next up for Terror Tuesday is Beyond the Door. And next up for Thoughts is Interstellar. It's Matthew McConaughey. Jeff, a.k.a. John Doe Juggalo, has been urging me to watch that film. I do have it, so I'm probably going to watch that bad boy. And then future slash along with Keith, Jason X. And then future watch alongs, Predator. I have a project I'm working on with Darren. I'm going to see if that works out. I got it like a brainstorm. There's stuff me and Keith are still planning on doing. We're going to work that out, of course. And just the same old same on this little channel that I got. And maybe it's a pipe dream, but I'd like to get up to 300. I'm trying to give you all more content, and I do appreciate the support. Love it.
You'll get the 3 and beyond, man. Trust me.
Yeah,
you will. I can remember being in your exact same position, man. And about every 300 or 400, or every two or 300, it seems like you don't grow at all. No one subscribes, and next thing you know, you get 30, and then you don't get a subscriber for a week or two.
I'd like to thank the people that have watched my thoughts on A Clockwork Orange. I know it's a big film to begin with, but it's almost up to 300 views. I do appreciate that. So thank you all who did watch it, and I do appreciate it if I did do it justice and give it a good review wise and stuff like that. I really do like the film. I think it's the first video nasty, in my opinion. It's a very influential film. I need to get the book because it's hard science fiction. It's a hard science fiction novel. The way they talk, the way they act, it's hard science fiction. You don't get that.
It's like going to a whole other world, man. It's like visiting another planet almost. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point. So yeah, definitely. So I do appreciate that.
It's the most unique movie ever made, man, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It is a trip. You don't need drugs when you're watching that. You feel like you're on them anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I noticed while we were doing this, I went from 995 to 997. So now I'm only 3 away.
Yeah, absolutely. Get them up to 1K people, stuff like that. It's going to be great. I might do a giveaway on my channel in the future. I do have one extra copy I accidentally got of Fatal Games. So of that 4K unopened and stuff like that. So I'd like to give that away, like do like a contest or something like that on my channel, see what happens with that. So
when and if I do hit 1,000, I want to do. I don't know if you was around back when I used to do what I called the trivia show, and it would be a it would be like a trivia competition type thing almost. Like I would randomly pick 2 people. I wouldn't let them know they were taking on each other, and then I would spring it on them, and then I would spring some film trivia on them.
Oh shit, that's a great idea. Oh shit. Uh-oh.
I was doing that for a while until someone got shitty with me because they said I was doing too many streams. But anyway, it's the same asshole that I don't get along with now. A lot of room to talk,
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I was only doing 3 of them a week. Fucking jealous dickhead, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm here to have fun and do what I want and do trivia if I fucking feel like it, and I don't give a shit what any asshole thinks about it. So If you'd like to be one of those contestants, I will find somebody else. Before he was one of my contestants. Night Watch was one of my contestants. Juno was one of my contestants. I think Dave from Savage Zombie Reviews that passed away. He was one of them. And there was a couple others too. But that's fun, man. That's fun. I had it to where all I had to do was hit the thing here, and the trivia question popped up on the screen. And I did true or false. I did A, B, or C, all that. And so that way I didn't have to repeat the question. It was right there on the screen for you to look at while I was reading it. So yeah, as soon as I do that, I'm going to bring that back, man, and we're going to kick some ass with it. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
he said also his channel got deleted too. That's because he kept trying to play copyrighted films all the time. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
You can't put them on your channel and call them your own and try to get fucking views off of somebody else's fucking own shit. You can't do that. No one can. But anyway, anyway, thanks a lot, you guys. The Boogeyman's it's definitely different. It's one of the more unique slashers that I've ever seen. I didn't see that one until later on, actually. I didn't see that one until I was probably a little older. I didn't see it in the early 80s because it never played on HBO and places like that I remember correctly.
No, it just didn't. It's a forgotten slasher, to your point.
It was forgotten then, just like Nightmare on a Damaged Brain and some of those, man. They just never really played. They didn't play them like Halloween.
Good, great release and stuff like that. This is loaded with special features and stuff like that. Only Vinegar Syndrome can do. So this was a good release by them. So I was happy I was able to pick up the 4K, definitely. Because you won't get this on 4K from a studio. You won't. Yeah, won't do that.
I don't have that copy. I wanted it, but by the time I got to it, the slipcover had sold out, and I was like, I'm not getting that slipcover. So,
yeah,
I was being a brat about it. I want slipcover. But
keep it on Vinegar Syndrome because they like doing like newer slips and stuff like that. They just have a number on them and stuff like that too. You can get them with points or whatever like that too. That's why I like their site. So let's keep an eye out for them.
But yeah, thanks for joining me again, man. It's
always
great. It's always a lot of fun with you. It's always a lot of fun with you guys joining us. I will catch you guys next time. I'm going to be doing the Substance here real soon. You never know when I'm going to pop out with that. It could be just anytime. So you guys have a great night. Have a great morning, whatever time it is there. We'll catch you next time. That is Chris C. I am Goraphobe, and you absolutely are not. Take it easy.
Good luck to you. Your raggedy ass goddamn family for real. That's why you is a whole ass bitch for real. Reason why the f you live a miserable life except that you dumb, ugly, and for real. You should work for Putnam County. What the f you doing out here? You raggedy ass for real. Stupid bitch for real. How the f you got somebody else driving under the influence? Nigga, no goddamn keys in the ignition. Was nobody driving. You stupid for real. Hey, Captain. Oh, Putnam County. That's what the f don't cut him out his face. Cut his shit the same too. Cause he's dumb for real. He ugly. He's stupid for real. Work for Putnam County.
Because I am Goraphobe, and you are not.